Hello and welcome to Accounts Hub by CA Sunil Arora. This is session 7A and today our topic is bank reconciliation statement. In this video, we will go through the accounting background of banking transactions. So let's get started.
Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Accounts Hub, and we'll be discussing bank reconciliation statement. Now, to understand bank reconciliation statement, we need to understand the accounting of the banking transactions first. So, we just simply take 6 transactions which we have with the bank and see how they are recorded and what is the implication of that. Let's say start with the most simple transaction that what we have done is we have opened a bank account and we deposit cash in that bank account. Let's suppose we have an open bank account with RBL Bank. So if we are depositing cash in the RBL Bank account, what will be the journal entry which will be passing for this? RBL Bank is a personal account. It is a receiver. It is receiving cash and cash is going out. So we go back to our old accounting principles which were there. Debit the receiver, credit the giver, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. And following this principle, what we have is RBL bank account debited rupees 50,000 to cash 50,000 rupees. This is the journal entry which we will be passing to record transaction of deposit of cash in RBL bank account. Let's take another simple transaction. We made some sales. We received check against that particular sales from a customer. Let's suppose the customer was Sangeet and Company. So that Sangeet and Company has given us a check. Now this check of rupees 2 lakh we deposit in our bank account. Now here again, do you understand the concept of check being issued and check being received and check being deposited in the bank account? Let us understand this concept of check. What is a check? Check is simply an instruction to my bank to, if I am issuing the check, then I'll tell my bank to give this so much money to this person. So it's an instruction to my bank to give on my behalf to somebody else. Similarly, if somebody gives me a check, तो वो क्या हो रहा है? He is giving instructions to his bank कि भाई this money, pay so much money to this person. Let's suppose I am in this particular case, let's suppose I am Sai and Associates. That's the name of my business. I am doing business by the name of Sai and Associates, SAA and Associates. So Sai Associates, they have made some sales and they receive payment from Sangeet and Company. So Sangeet and Company issue the check to me. Now it's a cross check. So this cross check I deposit in my bank account in RBL Bank. So again, this money will be received in my bank account. So RBL bank account debited to Sangeet and Company. So it is both the accounts which are affected are personal accounts. So it is debit the receiver, credit the giver. So the journal entry which will be passing is RBL bank account debited rupees 2 lakh to Sangeet and Company account. Now, third transaction which I do is that I issue a check to K. George. Let's suppose he is some consultant and I have to pay him 60,000 rupees for providing me some consultancy. So I have issued an advance check to him to K. George. So what would be the entry here? Now issuing of check means I am asking my RBL bank to transfer 60,000 rupees to his bank account to give him 60,000 rupees. So both the accounts affected here are again personal accounts. Which are the two accounts? One is K. George's account and the second is RBL Bank's account. Both are personal accounts. और personal account के लिए debit and credit का rule क्या है? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. So what we do here is K. George account debited 60,000 to RBL Bank account 60,000 rupees. Similarly, fourth type of transaction which we can have in a bank is, let's suppose the bank levies some charges on us. They issue us a checkbook and checkbook का they charge amount. So they have charged 200 rupees from our bank account. उन्होंने हमारे bank account में से 200 रुपए bank charges ले लिए. So now what is the entry which I'll be passing for this? Bank charges is my expense. It's a nominal account. And who's paying this? Bank has to be credited with this particular amount. This amount has become due to the bank. Bank is to charge this 200 rupees from me. So the journal entry which I'll be passing is bank charges account debited to RBL bank account rupees 200 being charges levied by the bank. Fifth transaction is very simple. Let's suppose I have done some cash withdrawal. Now, I withdraw 25,000 rupees from my bank account. So, what would be the journal entry again here? Cash is coming in and RBL Bank is paying this particular amount. So, debit what comes in, cash account debited, credit the giver, RBL Bank account is the giver. So, RBL Bank would be credited with this 25,000 rupees. So, the journal entry would be cash account debited to RBL Bank account 25,000. In our sample of these 6 transactions, the last transaction is, let's suppose RBL Bank has allowed us interest. Now, if RBL Bank allows us interest, this interest, will not be giving us cash. They'll be crediting to our bank account. So the interest has become due from RBL Bank, and due के लिए जो entry which will be passing is RBL Bank account debited because the amount has become due from him, and interest account will be credited because interest is my income. So I'll be creating interest account with 6,000 rupees. So these 6 journal entries I'll be passing for doing my bank transactions. अब इन 6 transactions, 6 journal entries की हम ledger posting कर देते हैं. So you'll see in the ledger account, what is happening is on the debit side, I have 3 transactions. 2 cash account 50,000 rupees, 2 Smith and Company's account 2 lakh rupees, 2 interest account 6,000, and on the credit side again we have 3 entries. By K George 60,000, by bank charges 200 and by cash 25,000 rupees. ये मैंने सिर्फ वो 6 journal entries ही ledger posting कर दी in RBL bank account. Once I've done this posting, at the end of the month, let's suppose these were the only transactions in this particular month. So I have a closing balance in the bank account, which is a debit balance of 1,70,800 rupees, as would get reflected because debit side का total 2,56,000 है and credit side का total कम है. The difference is 1,70,800. So this is my balance in the bank account. What does this reflect? That bank owes me this 1,70,800 rupees. I can take this much amount from the bank. Bank is my debtor for rupees 1,70,800 rupees. Simple बेसिक अकाउंटिंग विच यू आर ऑल फेमिलियर विद, और उसकी हमने लेजर पोस्टिंग कर दी और कुछ नहीं किया अभी तक हमने. नाउ प्लीज ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड कि अगर हम बैंक का अकाउंट की ट्रांजैक्शंस अपने पास रिकॉर्ड करते हैं, यू बेट दैट बैंक इज ऑल्सो डूइंग दैट. बैंक का सिस्टम बिना अकाउंटिंग के नहीं चल सकता. बैंक ने वो अकाउंट करना है. बैंक ऑल्सो हैज़ टू अकाउंट, अदरवाइज तो बैंक किसको क्या देना है क्या लेना है कुछ पता ही नहीं रहेगा. सो बैंक ऑल्सो मेंटेन्स अकाउंट्स. अब बैंक जो अकाउंट मेंटेन करेगा, बैंक किसका अकाउंट मेंटेन करेगा? बैंक साई एंड एसोसिएट्स. आई एम द प्रोप्राइटर ऑफ साई एंड एसोसिएट्स. सो साई एंड एसोसिएट्स का अकाउंट साई एसोसिएट्स, दे विल ओपन इन देयर बुक्स अकाउंट. एग्जैक्टली द सेम ट्रांजेक्शंस वुड बी रिकॉर्डेड देयर बाय द बैंक ऑल्सो. लेकिन प्लीज नोट, वो एंट्रीज जो हैं बिल्कुल रिवर्स हो जाएंगी. जब मैं कैश बैंक को दे रहा हूँ, आई एम डूइंग बैंक अकाउंट डेबिटेड टू कैश बिकॉज कैश इज गोइंग आउट, बैंक इज द रेसिपिएंट. ऑन द कॉन्ट्ररी बैंक के लिए ये उल्टा है. कैश इज कमिंग इन, सो कैश अकाउंट डेबिटेड टू बैंक रुपीज 50,000 रुपीज. सिमिलरली चेक्स इशूड के लिए जो है चेक जो रिसीव करेंगे उसके लिए ये होगा चेक क्लियरिंग का चेक डेबिट टू साई एसोसिएट्स रुपीज 2 lakhs. सिमिलरली जो अगर मैंने चेक दिया बैंक को फॉर पेमेंट, सो दैट वुड बी डेबिटेड टू माई अकाउंट. सो साई एसोसिएट्स अकाउंट डेबिटेड 60,000 टू चेक्स इन क्लियरिंग जो के जॉर्ज को मैंने चेक दिया. बैंक चार्जेस जो बैंक मेरे से रिकवर करना चाहता है, बैंक विल बी डेबिटिंग टू माय अकाउंट. सो टू बैंक चार्जेस 200 रुपीज विल बी डेबिटेड. और जब मैं कैश विड्रॉ कर रहा हूँ बैंक से, सो बैंक इज पेइंग कैश. सो साई एसोसिएट्स अकाउंट डेबिटेड टू कैश 25,000 रुपीज वुड बी डेबिटेड टू माई लेजर अकाउंट विच इज मेंटेन्ड बाय बैंक इन इट्स ओन बुक्स. मैंने अपनी बुक्स में बैंक का अकाउंट देख लिया. नाउ दिस इज द लेजर माई लेजर अकाउंट इन द बुक्स ऑफ द बैंक. इसमें सेम 6 एंट्रीज हैं, बट प्लीज नोट एंट्रीज की डायरेक्शन बिल्कुल उल्टी हो गई. जो मैंने डेबिट किया था वो क्रेडिट हो गया, बैंक मुझे क्रेडिट कर रहा है. जो मैंने बैंक को क्रेडिट किया था बैंक मुझे डेबिट कर रहा है. ऑब्वियसली बिकॉज बैंक अपने पर्सपेक्टिव से देख रहा है, मैं अपने पर्सपेक्टिव से एंट्रीज कर रहा हूँ. एंड ऑल्सो नोट दैट बैलेंस इज एब्सोल्युटली सेम. 6 ट्रांजेक्शन मेरी बुक्स में है, 6 ट्रांजेक्शन बैंक की बुक्स में है, और 1,70,800 रुपीज का क्लोजिंग बैलेंस है. This 1,70,800 rupees closing balance is there in the books of the bank also. But please note, in this particular case, it is a credit balance. So, मेरी बुक्स में बैंक का डेबिट बैलेंस आ रहा है 1,70,800 का, whereas बैंक की बुक्स में मेरा क्रेडिट बैलेंस है 1,70,800 रुपीज का. मीन्स बैंक ने मेरे को ये पैसे देने हैं. आई एम अ क्रेडिटर फॉर द बैंक. सो बैंक ओज मी 1,70,800 rupees. So normally accounting will be done like this by the client or the customer or by the business and by the bank. So both of them would be doing their own accountings and दोनों के ledger account same होने चाहिए. But the balance would be opposite. Ledger account same होने का मतलब transaction same होंगी, but debit credit उल्टा हो जाएगा. जो वहाँ पर debit होगा यहाँ credit हो जाएगा, यहाँ credit है वहाँ debit हो जाएगा, as is visible from these 2 ledger accounts which we have just seen. So normally this is the position. बट देन कभी ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि बैलेंस टैली ना हो. जस्ट गिव इट अ थॉट एंड सी देयर कैन देयर बी अ रीज़न कि बैलेंस नहीं मैच कर रहा. अब क्यों मैच नहीं कर रहा? Just give it a thought and we'll discuss this in 7B. Thank you. Thanks a lot.